Hi. So in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about this project. Uh, Let me just refresh this sheet. So the first time you visit this sheet, you'll see it's working. Once the sheet is completely loaded, you'll see a button over here. There you go. So this is the buttons that I have created for you. Now staff is add staff. I'll show you in a moment. But first I want to show you something. Sort projects is not completed because I wanted to know how you wanted to sort the projects. But the first time, just click on this. This is so that the sheet can get the authorization to run. Like it will run using your Google account. Right now it runs using my account, but I'll show you how to give authorization to your account so it runs using your account. The script runs using your account. So I'll just go ahead and select my Gmail account that I want to use, and then I'll click on this advanced and then go to Jack's project, and then it'll ask for permission to uh, do spreadsheets in your Google Drive. You click on allow. So authorization is successful. That's it, right? So now whenever the script is executed, it will execute using your account. Only you need to do this once, just once. Your staff does not need to do this. It is just so that you can give authorization to the to the script. The script needs a Google account. Okay. So once that is done, you'll notice that everything will be working as you requested. I'll just show you a demo just to be sure, right? So the task ID is automatically populated. You just fill in, let's say, a project names, say uh, Jack project, right? So what happens now is, for this Jack project, a task ID is automatically created. Then at the top, this Jack project is created with that row in it. So now you can add the task, first task for Jack, right? So this task is created. Okay. Now let's say this is Jack, right? So you just say owner Jack. Now you go into the Jack sheet and you'll see on the top it will create that Jack project, insert that row, and it will insert that first task for Jack. Now let's say over here you want to add another project, the same one. So you just copy over here, right? And now I've made it such that it does not matter the case. Like for example, previously it was like this, right? So even if I make it all small or if I make all capital, it does not really matter. It will go to the same project. Watch. So you do Jack project, right? And there you go. The row is inserted and it says Jack project. Okay. Now this is completely synced with the master list. So in the master list also you'll see the Jack project is created over here. So the synchronization happens automatically between the master list and the Jack. Now let's say I want to make this parent project, right? So I'll just say this is the subtask. Okay. So once I do that, you'll notice the parent task is on top and the subtask is on the bottom. And the same thing happens in the Jack sheet also. Uh, okay, so subtask is assigned over here, right? So first task for Jack, and this is the subtask. Now let's say the completion part, right? So let's say this is the parent task, and I will say for this one I'll say 100% complete. And remember, I'm doing this in master list, but it works either way. You can select any tab and do this and it will automatically sync with master list. Okay, so once you mark this as 100% complete, you see this is strike through, but it is not moved to the bottom because it is a subtask of this parent task, right? The ID is 338. So now once I mark this as complete, now the same thing happens in Jack also, right? So now let's say uh, now this is the parent task, right? Okay. Um, Actually, what happened over here is this is not marked as owner or support. That is why the sync did not happen. Like when I put the task name over here, it did not go over here is because the way it works is it looks for these two columns, right? So we need to assign this, let's say Jack, right? So now the synchronization will happen automatically. Alright, so I put this so that you know when the synchronization is taking place, and if you don't like this I can remove this message part. But however, so the owner is updated as Jack over here also, right? So now what I want to do is I want to add another row. So I'll just go ahead and put this one as Jack project, right? So you see this 3659 is moved to the top, and for this one the sync is complete. Then I'll do support Zach. Okay, no, going to, it says synchronization is in progress, so something is going on over here. You see Zach project, it says sync complete. Okay, so this 3659 is added over here, and now this is an uh, independent uh, task. So it says synchronization is in progress, you see, and it happens over here also, right? So this is independent. Now it does not matter which one I select, but once the sync is complete and once the sheet is loaded, after that I want to do any action. So I'll say 100% complete, and now you see that row will be moved to bottom. There you go, Zach project, and it's 100% complete. Okay, and there you go. Right, so it's a strike through and it's moved to the bottom. Now this one has still not moved is because, okay, let's check on the Jack sheet also. This row is gone from there and it is gone into the completed, right? So even the completion is synced. Okay, now let me shorten this video, and let me just explain the buttons over here. Okay, so what happens is this one is add staff, and how that works is you remember this is hidden. Okay, so this is your sheet right now. Okay, what you need to do is when you want to add a staff, what you need to do is you click on that row, and on this tab you just select this, right, and then go to data validation. Okay, and whatever you want to put, right, it is not showing right now because I selected the top row also. So let me just do so like you just select this cell and click on data validation, right, and let's say these things are there, right, and I want to add another sheet, say this one I want to add Tyler AI. Okay, so I just click on Control C and I go over here, I select data validation, and I just add this thing over here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add another sheet with the name Taylor AI, right, and I'll say save, and then I want to do the same thing for all the other rows. uh, uh, Anyhow, so I've added this on this top, right, so let me just shorten it, and when I say add staff, what will happen is, see, this sheet is created, and the rows will be created, all the data validation and the formatting will be copied, and this script is running. So let's just wait. uh, Okay, so now this just adds the stuff. Now I want to copy the master data of this from the master tab, right? So I'll just make sure that this is the active sheet. So this is the active sheet. This is the selected sheet over here. So I'll just go and copy master to active tab, right? So whatever master data is there for this name, it will automatically be imported into this sheet. So those that is the really cool button. Okay, let's just wait for the script to run. And there we go. So it will just copy all the data one by one. It will organize them into projects and so forth. So we have one, two, only two rows. So the script is still searching for other rows, right? So let's just wait. I shouldn't actually have changed the tab because it looks for the active tab. Anyhow, finish the script. There we go. Okay, so that's it, right? So that is the to button, right? Now on projects, I have created this delete empty projects, just in case if there are any empty projects. They shouldn't be, and I just want to make sure that this row number 2 is untouched, because if you want to insert a new row, it will happen above this, right? So it happens according to this row number 2. So I just hide this row. Okay, so there we go. And for projects, I have created this delete empty projects. You remember how there were like some empty projects, which is not there right now, and it should not be there in future because every time I check for it. But okay, so that is that. And sort projects I wanted to discuss with you. Okay, let me know how you like.